Becca's by the Bay. I'm Becca, and thanks for joining me here tonight. This is going to be a chit chat and a Walmart prepper pantry haul. So I do have some insider information I kind of want to share with you guys. Supplies are always difficult to find, especially the last 2 years. A lot more people are looking to do canning. A lot more people are doing homesteading, have purchased land, and are looking to store things and prep their pantry. Canning jars have always been a good price, especially if you are getting the half-gallon 64-ounce ones. They've been really hard to find, so whenever I find them, I grab them. I missed my chance a couple months ago, and so I grabbed. We've got limits right now here in South Texas, so if I'm grabbing them, I'm allowed 2, and 6 come in a pack, and the price I think is like $12.98 right now. I'm in some groups, and there's some people in other states that have mentioned that their $12.98 6-pack of the 64-ounce mason jars have tripled in price overnight. They're paying like $36 and up for a 6-pack of these things in the store. So I don't know if that's going to happen here in Texas. We do know there are some food shortages happening. We do know that there are some delays happening at the border right now. They are inspecting all the trucks that are coming in from Mexico, and it is taking them 5+ hours or more to get the trucks through. So whatever it is that they are hauling or carrying or transporting over here into the U.S., there are delays on getting things in. This is just what we are dealing with in the past few years, and it looks like we're just going to be dealing with more of it coming. So anywho, I know the price of canning keeps going up. These are perfect for dry storage. If you've seen my prepper pantry hauls, I will put a link to them after I post this video. I do a lot of dry storage of our dehydrated items in here. You can vacuum seal these with your food savers or a brake bleeder and the food saver attachment. So I hope that's not the case here. I know right now they are limiting these to 2. I don't know if they're available in the store. It seems like every time I go in the store, they're not in the store. But some of the things that are not in the store, you can order online and either have delivered or pick up. It's just, that's the way things are these days, and that's what's been happening. So I ordered 2 of these, had them delivered, and then I was able to get another 2 more because I'm not finished putting away my dry storage of my goods. I did some gluten-free pasta. I think I have this is what I store my cane sugar in. So I don't have a lot of cane sugar on hand, and I thought it was a good idea to grab. I might grab another bag next visit I go. But I am making kombucha from scratch, and I use the cane sugar for that. So I don't usually use this in anything other than that. And I've been making quite a bit of kombucha, so I don't think I have enough on hand. I'm thinking I'd like to have like a 5-gallon bucket of this, and I probably have half of that. So anywho, that's something I'm adding to my list. So this is part of my haul from Walmart recently. These are the 8-pound bags are usually a really good price. And something chocolatey is always nice to have on hand. Just gonna say, you know, these days we are finding it necessary to do a little extra grounding with all the news that's happening and going on around the world. And it's hard to keep up with everything that's going on. And, you know, I want to stay informed, but I don't want to know everything. But then I don't want to have my eyes closed to what's going on either. So we are burning through our B vitamins and some minerals. So especially with someone who has celiacs and am nutrient deficient, I take vitamins and things like that every day, and I do feel depleted at times, and so sometimes a little extra minerals in my milk or something, or if you're going to do a smoothie or almond milk or something like that, this has a lot of minerals and vitamins in it. Just saying. It's tasty, chocolatey, it's satisfying, and it helps fill you up a little bit. So it is a breakfast one, and I believe, I don't think there's any, I've not had any problems with any gluten in this either. So I thought this was a good option that's gluten free. I try to bring you guys only gluten free stuff that we're purchasing. That way it might help somebody else out. So I do like the carnation breakfast. So I grabbed another one of that. And I haven't had these in a while. These are great for on the go. These are your Laura bars. They're gluten-free. We like, because since we're allergic to the legumes and stuff, we get the almond butter with the chocolate chip. So this is a great, great one to have. I'm not sure. I think they're actually cheaper online than in the store, if I'm right. So, I think the prices are higher in the store than online. So I did grab some of these. Another one, a favorite of hubby's and I, is we grabbed, the Laura bar. It is the blueberry muffin. This one's tasty. I like that one. And this is another good one. This is the Laura bar with, this is just the lemon bar. This one gives you a different kind of flavor. It has the almonds and the cashews. So it gives you a little bit of a zippy, zingy, you know, something a little bit different flavor. Sometimes it's good to have some different flavors on hand. And those are all gluten-free. And I've had a hard time getting sometimes like the Great Value instant potatoes. So sometimes I'll just, if they don't have that, not that much more right now. So instead of making a second trip to the store, I'll just grab the Idahoan instant mashed potatoes. These are great. I don't store them like this, which is another reason why I like having the jars. Is I'll pour them in here and just I'll show you. I have some oxygen absorbers in my mason jar, and then these, don't purchase these from Walmart. Purchase them from Amazon, because the ones from Walmart don't have a silicone seal, and the ones from Amazon come with these silicone seals that fit inside of your mason jar lids. So these are I like the wide mouth. The wide mouth is what fits the half-gallon jars. And so you just put your little silicone ring in there, fill up your jar, put one oxygen absorber in, and it'll screw on and seal it really tight. Makes a nice tight seal. And then you can grab, these are some labels, little chalk labels from Amazon as well. And I like to put them on my jars. Like so. And then I'll write with a little chalk pen on here what the item is. And you can put the date if you want to, so you know how fast you're using it up. So that's how I like to do some dry storage. This is stuff for our working pantry, so this is not long-term storage. If you were going to do long-term storage, you would vacuum seal it as well. So that. And then, like I said, hubby and I were trying these out. They're gluten-free, the Honey Nut Cheerios, and this is a better value to get it like this. But, you know, sometimes the bags will rip, or they don't always seal up here. So I'm going to just be putting some in some jars and putting an oxygen absorber in there so we can have some extra snacks. Sometimes it's really hot in the summer here, so I thought it'd be nice, like, if we're just, like, it's hot, we're tired, and we don't feel like cooking right away, this is a great little gluten-free snack to have, was the Honey Nut Cheerios. So I grabbed 2 bags of that, and that is my quick Walmart haul that I got that I'm putting up in my pantry. And I'm going to be doing some canning later this evening for our beets that we're pulling up out of the garden, so I need to get that done, as well as some other evening chores with our chickens and everything. So let me know if you're seeing price jumps on the half-gallon mason jars. I mean, we're here in South Texas. I'd love to know, are you seeing, I mean, I know they're hard to find. Get them when you can. That some of the stores, it's just, you know, tricky to get them. I know Tractor Supply sometimes has them. And that's probably it. Walmart, Tractor. I've never seen these at HEB here. I wish somebody else carried them. Trying to get them online is like ridiculous, like from Amazon, because they want like $25 or more for like one jar. So that's just insane. You know, $2 a jar is not so bad. And then I paid probably $12 for 16 of these wide mouth lids that I like to use. They're easier to open and close, and you can throw them in the dishwasher, and they clean up really nice and easy. So yeah, let me know if you're seeing price jumps in these as well. I'd love to know where they're at. Let's kind of keep each other informed about what's going on, and maybe try and get ahead of this insane inflation that's happening everywhere. So that's what we've been trying to do, is have a working pantry, get it stocked, get ahead of some of this inflation since the prices are going up. Um, and when you find a good deal, and you can, I would say grab it. So, do a lot of price comparing. I do that frequently. The price changes on Amazon sometimes within the hour. So, like, if you've got something in your basket, Walmart's done that too. I've had something in my basket come back from whatever we're doing, with hubby and stuff like that, with work and all. And we've come back and I went to check out and I was like, oh, man, it's either sold out or the price jumped again, and I was like, I'm just gonna just wait on that and check it in an hour, or check it in the morning, or check it in a few hours. So it's really weird trying to catch things at the right price or a good price point. Um, so just be diligent and keep up with it, and do the best you can. The other thing was, and I know this happens, I think, more so at Walmart than other places, is when you're checking out, make sure that things are ringing up for the correct price. So it's always a good idea to know what the prices are when you're shopping. You've got your list, maybe snap a photograph of it with the price label, or write it down on your list. Sometimes it's better to take a photograph. And when you're going through the checkout, either the self checkout or being rung up, a lot of times there'll be items that, like, the price point said $2.99 and it rings up for $6.98, and so all that affects your budget and it affects what your ability to buy. So it's really good to watch every item that they're ringing up, make sure it rings up for the proper price. If it's not ringing up for the right price, get a manager. Um, so we have heard that some other people were having issues with not being able to get that price match for things being on the shelf at Walmart and other areas, and they were told that when they brought that to the attention and everything, that they were allowed to get one item at that price point and not the other 5 items that they were purchasing that was the same item, which sounds really odd to me, and I would question that. I would definitely, not be yelling and screaming or anything like that, but I would definitely get a manager and I would not move and I would not finish paying for my purchase until somebody addressed that, corrected the price, and so you could get back for the price that it was listed for and not for the price that it was ringing up. So they are putting the prices in the computer and not changing the sticker tags on the shelves because they don't have enough people to go around and change them all. So you may see a lot of price hikes on some items when you're checking out. So just know it can be frustrating, and it will take some diligence to put your foot down and say, that's not right, this is the price, this is what it shows, I want it for this price, and I'm not budging until somebody fixes it. So that's it for me, y'all. I hope you guys have a great day on a blessed Palm Sunday, and happy Easter that's coming up. And I will see you in the next video.